Hi everyone, it's Rising Phoenix here today for your Tuesday Witches for Wellness. I'm just going to get right down to business because this video has been a long time in coming. I'll be doing the segments on using all natural products to make beauty products for your skin. I figure since we're going to be changing the way we do things on the inside, let's change the way we do things on the outside also. So that said, let's get right down to business. Okay, in front of me you're going to see these are the things that I use for my skin. And yes, I have a pot and a small bowl, but this is how I make my things, my beauty products. First thing I'm going to show you are the products that I use, and some of these I got from a local beauty supply store, and some of them I also got from a natural food store. Some things you just have to get from a natural food store. And some things you can get them out of a beauty supply store because a lot of people are using natural products in their hair. The first thing I got was one of them is African shea butter. And this is what it looks like on the inside. I'm going to open that up for you really quick. And it's the consistency of Play-Doh. And that's 100% natural shea butter. Yes, I'm rubbing them in my skin. Almond oil, and I got this from my natural food store. And you want to make sure you get things that are food grade or organic. That way they haven't been chemically processed, and they're better for your skin because some of the chemical processing, it can be very irritating to your skin and you could develop reactions. Also, I got virgin coconut oil. Virgin coconut oil, it comes in a solidified state like this, but you can, once you melt it, expose it to any kind of heat, it melts down. This is cocoa butter. Got a cocoa butter stick. Got that right out of the beauty supply store. And that also, you can use that whole just like it is, and you can use that. Some people use it on their lips, but you can melt it also. And I also have vitamin E caplets, and I like the caplets because they're individually portioned out, and I just use a pen or a needle and just poke a hole in it and squeeze it into any product that any of the mixtures that I want. I also have beeswax right here. Beeswax is a great barrier against moisture. And it also, if you combine it with any other products, it also helps solidify it. So depending on how much beeswax you put into things, it can go from an oily state to a really solid state. And this is what it looks like in block form. And I got this also out of a natural food store or an herbal store. This is block form, but what I do is I take a grater and I grate mines with the grater and I put it into a Ziploc bag, and it's easier to measure. So it's easier for me that way. I also have in front of me a pot, which I put water in here, not too much. I usually put it to about down here, and I put it on the stove and bring it to a boil. And once it's to a boil, I turn it off, and this is what I make my concoctions in. And I stick this into the pot with any of the mixtures that I have, and it melts it. The steam from the water the heat from the water will melt it. And if you need to turn your water on, turn the flame under your water on to help it melt some more if the water's cold, you can also do that. So you want to make sure that you, when you put this inside of the water only comes about halfway. And that's for any container that you use. I also have containers that I put my finished product in. And yes, these are my soap containers. This is what I use to make my soap in, for the mold for my soap. This is a baby food container. I use that, and I also use these small jars. These are the little teeny baby jars. So I reuse those. And I also have, this is a skewer this was for chicken. To keep the chicken legs together when you have a whole chicken. Well, I just took one and I used that to stir my product. So the first recipe I'm going to give you is for lip balm, and I'm going to list the recipes to the side for you. And what you want to do is you want to take You want to get all your light products together, just like you're cooking. You want to get all your products that need a higher consistency of heat to melt, mix them all together. And that would include, for this recipe, that is a beeswax, cocoa butter, and shea butter, if you intend to use shea butter. But for this recipe, we're just going to use the beeswax and the cocoa butter. You're going to put it inside of this bowl once the water's come to a boil and let it melt. Once it's come completely to a melt, it's melt completely, you want to, after that, add your almond oil and any other kind of oil you want to add to it. I added vitamin E oil and chocolate chips. Yes, chocolate chips, which are very rich in antioxidants, and they're good for you, and they taste so good. But I use them for a flavoring in my my lip balm. And you melt that all down. When you're done, when it's all melted, you pour it into a container. And I poured it into this container, and this is what the end product looks like. Yes, it looks like chocolate pudding. And then take it and put it in your skin. You can see it right there. That's the consistency. And see, it's oil-based consistency. And the good thing about it, it just has lots of flavor and lots of moisture, but it doesn't have any color. It may be a color here, but once you put it on your lips, there's no color. But, you know, I keep licking it, so. I also have another recipe for, and this is coconut lip balm. And what that is the beeswax, I melted beeswax, and the coconut oil. I melted that all together. And once that was melted all together, I added in cocoa butter and vitamin E. And this is the consistency that it came out. My daughter uses this a lot. It's the same consistency as the chocolate one. And you just rub it in, see, and it's no color. It's good for your lips. It's very good. So that was the first recipe. I figured we'd start off easy. I didn't want to bombard you with a whole bunch of stuff. I didn't think that would be fair. But there are some of us who are really old pros at this, and there are some of us who are just learning. So I figured I'd start off slow. And if for those of you who are old pros, I'm sorry I'm moving so slow. But there are those of us that are just starting, and I'm just starting too. And this is a whole lot of fun. It's actually a whole lot of fun. I actually started making I actually started making body oils, and I put them into these jars, and some of them stay in an oil consistency, and some of them have cooled to a more solid consistency. And I want to let you know that those oils are awesome. They are so moisturizing, and they're great for the winter time. And you don't need to take a whole lot and use them. A little bit goes a long way. And you want to make sure that you apply these right after you shower, before you dry your body. That way, your body can lock in a lot of the moisture from the water and lock in, and it'll help dry the oil on your skin also. And your body will feel a whole lot smoother and a whole lot more supple. So I'll be working on some more things for next week. I've got so many things that I want to share with you all. But that's it for today. That's it for now. If you have any questions or you have any comments, or you choose to use these the recipes that I give you, feel free and show your end results. I would love to see your end results. I think that would be so cool to see what everybody's results were after you use them. And if you use them and you add something or subtract something or change something around, feel free to and share. I would love to see what you have and what you've done and what you know. So just want to wish everybody a good day. Blessed be, peace, and one love.